Hi, it's David here from Seamless Overlays. First of all, thank you for attending our in-person training workshop on X-Bond Microcement. In this video, we're excited to walk you through the process of our new X-Bond Hybrid finish. It's developed to make installation easier and more efficient than ever. With X-Bond Hybrid, you get extended working time per mix. Simply reseal the bucket and reuse the same mix the next day for any touch-ups if required. It also offers fast drying time between coats, allowing you to apply multiple finish coats in a single day and reduce overall labour time. The system has waterproof properties in the finish coats and features a dual sealer system for added durability and protection. There's 5 stages for the X-Bond Hybrid system. Stage 1 is substrate preparation. Stage 2 is the base coats. Stage 3, finish coats. Stage 4, sanding and SEMCO matte sealer. And lastly, stage 5, our satin stone sealer. Let's get started. So the first step is to prepare your surface according to the correct surface preparation procedure, which varies depending on the substrate you're applying the X-Bond Hybrid to. So please refer to the most recent training booklet for the preparation procedures. Stage 2 is applying your base coats. So first, we roll on our X-Bond liquid as a primer coat, and we don't want this to dry. We mix our colour pigment into the X-Bond liquid, so 1 full pigment goes into an 18.9 litre X-Bond liquid bucket. Then we mix our X-Bond mixture as per the ratios on your screen and in your training booklet. While the X-Bond primer is still wet, we pour the mixture to the far edge of the surface, and using a flexi trowel, we spread the material tightly and smoothly in one direction. The thickness should be approximately 1 mil. We allow this coat of X-Bond to dry slightly to the touch, around 20 to 30 minutes before applying the second coat. We use walk-on foam mats to create a platform so you can repeat the process for the next coat. Again, we mix our colour pigment into the X-Bond liquid, 1 full pigment into an 18.9 litre X-Bond liquid bucket, and we mix the X-Bond mixture as per the ratios on your screen and in your training booklets. We use a flexi trowel and spread the material tightly and smoothly in one direction, and the thickness again should be approximately 1 mil thick. We allow these coats to dry completely. Now, proceeding to stage 3, this is your finish coats. So your base coat should be completely flat and free of any high spots, chatter marks and roughness. We use a drywall plaster sander, apply 100 grit resin pads to the base of the sander, and sand or cut back the surface at medium speed. We vacuum all dust and debris, and once your surface is ready for finish coats, we apply our primer. So we roll up X-Bond liquid as a primer coat, and we want this to dry completely. Mix the colour pigment into the X-Bond liquid, so 1 full pigment into an 18.9 litre X-Bond liquid bucket, and we mix the hybrid mixture as per the ratios on your screen and in your training booklet. Once the X-Bond liquid primer is dry, we pour the mixture to the far edge of the surface, and using a plastic flexi trowel, we spread the material tightly and smoothly in one direction. We use a light to check for any high spots, ridges, trowel marks or imperfections, and correct these before continuing to trowel. We allow the coat of X-Bond Hybrid to dry completely, roughly 1 hour, before applying the next coat. We repeat the above process for the next coat, and it generally requires 2 to 3 coats. Stage 4 is applying your SEMCO matte sealer. We wait for the finish coats to dry, and we hand sand the finish coat to remove any trowel marks or imperfections. We vacuum all the dust and debris, and mix our SEMCO matte sealer and pour it into a roller tray. Roll the first coat using a 12mm nap ultra microfiber roller. Allow it to dry. Once it's dry, we can roll the second coat of SEMCO matte sealer, again using a 12mm nap ultra microfiber roller. And we allow these coats to dry for 1 day. For stage 5, this is our satin stone sealer procedure. We mix 2 parts of part A to 1 part of part B satin stone and stir thoroughly. We want to ensure we mix the part A first before mixing part A and B together. And we apply the first coat of satin stone using a magic trowel, and we follow the same motion as the trowel pattern. We allow this to dry for approximately 1 hour. Then we mix the 2 parts A to 2 part B again, ensuring we mix the part A first before mixing them together. We apply the second coat of satin stone using a magic trowel again, and again we want to follow the same motion as the trowel pattern, and we allow this to dry. Please do note that all the ratios are a guide for installation at 20 degrees Celsius. For climates where the temperature is hotter, you may need to adjust your liquid ratio. If you have any questions about the installation process, please feel free to give us a call. Our team's here to help. If you'd like to book in an in-person refresher course to run through the X-Bond Hybrid, we offer these free of charge. Simply get in touch with our team and we'll get you booked in. Thank you very much.